An update to a story we have been following for you for almost a year. The wrong ashes given to dozens of families. There's now new legislation to hold funeral homes accountable. The governor signed the Integrity in Death Care Act into law. It makes it a crime to knowingly provide the wrong set of ashes to a family. It comes after months of investigation into the Hines Funeral Home in Carlinville, who is accused of giving at least 80 families the wrong ashes. News Channel 20's Carson Gordy joins us live in the studio tonight to explain this new law. Carson?
Dawn, the bill takes on two fronts, establishing clear regulations for funeral homes to follow and criminal accountability. Under the law, it's now a felony to knowingly provide the wrong human remains to a family and could face up to 3 years in jail per count. Because the situation with Hines Funeral Home took place before this law was signed, owner Albert Hines cannot be criminally charged for giving the wrong set of ashes to families. But Sangamon County Coroner Jim Allman says this is still a step forward.
I think the big piece for this with us is the accountability. And there's a law now that says if you do this, you will be charged with this. And I think that's extremely important for these families. They really want some accountability.
The law also creates several new state regulations for funeral homes to follow, including a requirement that human remains are tagged with a form of ID. Allman says nearly every business was already doing this. The law went into effect immediately. I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
Thank you, Carson. Right now, Hines is still under investigation by Illinois State Police. We reached out to Illinois State Police for an update, but have not heard back as of news time. While he can't be held responsible criminally, the families involved hope to hold him accountable financially. Dozens of families who say they were given the wrong ashes are suing Hines, each one asking for at least $50,000 in damages. Funeral home directors can now face criminal charges. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the Integrity in Death Care Act into law Friday. It holds directors criminally liable for knowingly giving families the wrong sets of ashes. It comes after months of investigation into the Hines Funeral Home in Carlinville. It's accused of giving at least 80 families the wrong ashes.
I think the big piece for this with us is the accountability. And there's a law now that says if you do this, you will be charged with this. And I think that's extremely important for these families. They really want some accountability.
The law also creates several new state regulations, including requiring human remains be tagged with a form of ID. As part of the investigation into the Hines Funeral Home, it was discovered several wrong ashes were buried at Camp Butler. But tonight, Sangamon County Coroner Jim Allman says all of the wrong ashes have been identified and returned to the correct families. The correct ashes are now to be reburied at Camp Butler.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.